Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. So the Washington Nationals have taken the first two games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, Domingo Germán. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. That one pulled foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Out to short. Cruz fires to first on the run. And a quick out, number one. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. This is not a team that's had much success driving the baseball so far this year. They have to rely on stringing hits together as opposed to scoring a lot of runs on homers, doubles, and triples. So it's hard to bunch runs together.
And that's exhausting when your team is at the bottom of the league in slugging percentage, and how much it takes, Boog, for you to put together a rally and put together a big inning. Just a difficult thing to do consistently over a long season. So somehow, some way, somebody's going to have to find some power in this lineup so that they can have some easier wins and enjoy this season a little bit more.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Swung on, belted. Sawinski going back. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So a man aboard, Hebert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. That's ripped. Base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Lane Thomas.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
The 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Verdugo, the runner at third. Ruiz at first. One gone. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 2-1. Fought off foul. That one off the mark, and that's ball three. Joey Meneses in the on-deck circle. 2 on, 1 out. Struck him out looking.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Joey Meneses, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the third and final game of the series. Fouled off. He was late. At the belt and fires. Got him swinging on the curveball. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now at Greenleaf Field. And on the hill in this one, Cade Cavalli. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Down the third baseman, Brian Hayes. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. The pitch. That one fouled off.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
And a pitch. The punch out there, and there's one down.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Andrew McCutcheon, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. And that's through there for a strike. That's outside. Going to count 1 and 2. And another ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
That misses. 1 and 1.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
That one finds the corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Jason Hayward. And here it comes. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. just missed. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
The count 2-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Takes it himself. One out in the second.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition. And tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play. Have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Pitches in the dirt, and that's ball one. Kicks and fires.
Ball two.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Just misses. And that's ball three.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. No score here in the second. That one's upstairs, ball one. And now it's even 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Shepard steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nationals go quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling. Oh, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Left-hand batter waits. Up the middle. Abrams tosses to first. One up, one down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The pitch. And ball one.
1-1.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball two. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number two.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Jack Sawinski in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Two outs, base is empty. Foul ball. Late with the swing there.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Bucks go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and now it's going to be Cade Cavalli. And the pitch. That one missed. Wouldn't chase that time.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, 1 away. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, C.J. Abrams. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And that one ripped to left. Dives and it gets by. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay throw in there safely.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Alex Verdugo. Doubled in his first AB. And there's a strike. No score here, but a runner at third with 1 down. And a pitch. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
And another ball.
2 strikes.
The pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Just trying to protect, keep the at-bat alive.
Abrams stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. High fly ball down the left field line. Sizes this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Swinging a foul straight back.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
The pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one missing low.
2-1 the count now. He
1
hasn't
strike.
seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
To the right side, Shepard. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1 and the Pirates nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now the left fielder, number 19. Cavalli back to work. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. There's a strike. The wind of the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes a nice running catch. 1 away.
Batting it, the catcher, Henry.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Henry Davis. That one not close. 1-0. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's back and out of here. A solo shot, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. No, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Next to hit, Domingo Germán.
0-1.
Righty delivers.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Hayes, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the 3rd. Good eye right there. And a ground ball to first. Oh, great grab on the dive. Nicely done for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Welcome back to Greenleaf Field. Start of the 4th, and here is Lane Thomas. The wind and the pitch. That's
1-0.
down and in.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Kicks and deals. That just misses, and the count is even 2-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here comes a pitch. And now the count filled up 3-2. And that one in the air center field. He's got it. 1 down. And now up for Washington, Joey Meneses. His first at bat was a strikeout. Meneses, 32 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. It's a bomb. He muscles that one out the opposite way. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 2-1. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Jason Hayward digging in for the Nationals. That clips the corner. One down, base is empty. That one misses. Ball 1. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a ball. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Garcia stands in here, takes ball 1 low. This one in the air. Nabs it, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom 4 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutchen.
The right fielder, Andrew.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there.
You know, these Pirates, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Number 47.
Now here is Shepard. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And it's even up. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And now the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. And that one clips the corner. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed. And now 2-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And the righty deals. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. Caught looking his first time up. And that's
Inside,
off
ball 1.
the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And a good eye there.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Man at second. Just missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Jack Sawinski up next. That one finds the zone. And that is strike 1. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 2 outs. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Inside corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
2 on, 2 outs. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Shepard on second. Peguero on at first with 2 down. brings it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now at Greenleaf Field. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Nasim Nunez. Herman back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
You know, these Nationals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. On to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Cavalli batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. Late on that fastball.
0-1
Hey,
count.
7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses inside, and 1-1.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
On the ground, and that squirts through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now liner, and that should be extra bases. Abrams rounds second on his way to third. Coming home, throw is high and over his head.
Now back, catcher, table.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Nationals 3 and the Pirates 1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, number 19. And a pitch. Strike one.
You know, these Pirates, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
In the air, out towards right center. Thomas racing over to make the catch. And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. He's already homered in this game. Ball one there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kyle Finnegan appears to be getting loose. Blyer getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty. And that's a little bit high. Now 2-0. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
The Pirates trailing by 2. Last half of inning number 5. And there's ball 4.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So now a pinch hitter, Jake Fraley. Runner on first and one down for him. Wouldn't chase that time. The pitch. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. 5 innings complete. It's the Nationals 3 and the Pirates 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Roansy Contreras.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now, Lane Thomas.
The right fielder, Lane Thomas.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
Ball.
Just missed. Bullpen action for the Pirates. David Bednar loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Karinchak warming up as well. And downstairs. Next pitch way upstairs. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that is in for a strike. And now 3-1. There's a swing and a miss.
3-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch.
Well, they went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Man at first with one gone. Jason Hayward getting ready to hit. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one.
He's out.
And that's two. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Nationals 3 and the Pirates 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. The pitch. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Kyle Finnegan looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Down the line. And that's a foul ball. And a pitch. And it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Just missed.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
And he deals. Up and in. And the count is 2-0. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That's hard hit in the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Number 47.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Shepard. Outside low, ball one.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And here it comes. Right through there for a strike. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Late that time, and it's strike two.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. One burner into the outfield for a knock. Around second is Hayes. Here comes the throw, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cade Cavalli out of the game, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Richard Blyer on the pitch here.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. And that one cutting but missing down low. Hayes at third. Shepard over at first with one away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On the ground to the left. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, one out. And stepping in is the speedy Liover Peguero. He's 0 for 1. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. One out. Runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. 1-0. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is down low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Here's a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Kyle Finnegan on the pitch out of the pen here.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That's in there. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Two outs. That one way outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Fastball for a strike. Not close with that one, and the count's even at 2. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Nationals 3 and the Pirates 2. We go to the top of the seventh. Here's the third baseman, Luis Garcia. Contreras goes 6'1", 205 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a good eye there. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Inside, just missed. That one misses. Ball three. And the right-hander deals. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
On the ground, right side. Finds its way through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So up next, Nasim Nunez. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And that one pulled foul. And the next pitch is way outside. Out there to center. Sawinski makes the play.
Now back, the pitcher,
So Dave Martinez going with a pinch hitter here. Eddie Rosario, runner on first with one down for him. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
One-run game, one out, one on. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-0. And another ball. Right-handed reliever. And there's the strike. That one ripped. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Just missed.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
2 on, 1 out, and fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. That one almost got him. And the pitch. Got him looking. Throws him with a backdoor slider.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Up now for Washington, Alex Verdugo. Breaking ball in there for a strike. On the ground, right side, Aguero in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. So the Nats leave a pair, but they're up 3-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mason Thompson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Here comes a pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. To third. And that one handled. Rolls across the diamond and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. A gigantic blast. Home run number 15 on the year, and they tie it up. It's 3-3. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 1 for 3. Just missed. The pitch. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one clips the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Up the middle, Abrams tosses to first, and there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Sliced hard, but foul. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. The pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Shepard. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Gets the call, and it's 0-1. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Got him. That ends the frame. Cannonball coming. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. David Bednar.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Hebert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. The pitch. That clips the corner. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, the left-hander, up and throwing. Karinchak, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Up the middle. Save!
No, he's safe.
Substitution now at first base. Entering is the pinch runner, Alex Call. And now the right fielder, Lane Thomas. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. And that one fouled off. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Good eye in that spot.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And there's a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Go-ahead run on base. Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. He's already homered here in this one. Fought off foul. In the air, right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Two on, one out. Here's the center fielder, Jason Hayward. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that one is in for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In the dirt, blocked. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Thomas into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. One down. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Ground ball left side. To second, there's one. And that's 2.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Jordan Weems out of the bullpen now, and he'll go into the 6th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Dylan Cruz, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup. So coming into the game now on defense, Gary Sanchez. He takes over behind the plate. And the batter will be the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
The pitch. And that one is inside.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That one missed. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Righty delivers. And another ball. Liover Peguero hitting on deck circle. And the pitch. And that one lifted in the air center field. One up, one down.
The batter, the second baseman.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. A strikeout and a walk. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the righty deals.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fly ball to right. Gets under it. Calls it in. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Jack Sawinski. That one drifts inside. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Way inside, gets out of the way. That one is upstairs. Number 19, waiting for a turn at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Down in order go the Pirates. Score remains tied at 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Aroldis Chapman.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And now up for Washington, Nasim Nunez. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a pitch. That's a little bit low. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one misses. The count now 2-2. Swinging.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
now here is Dylan Cruz. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. A little bit high. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Action in the pen down there. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. And a pitch. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Next pitch misses way outside. C.J. Abrams in the on-deck circle for the Nats. And he deals. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And now the lefty hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trust in your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit for the Nats, C.J. Abrams. That one at triple digits. All tied up here in the third and final game of the series. And he blows that one by him at 100.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 outs. And that's down and away.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him swinging. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9. 2 up in inning number 9. All tied up at 3 apiece. All set for the bottom of the ninth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, number 19. Weems back to work. Softly hit to third, down the line, and it's foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hunter Harvey looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and deals. That just misses, and the count is 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the right-hander deals. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Full count now. Henry Davis in the on-deck circle. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Not even close there. Now 1-2. Out towards left center. Sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot. Andy Rodriguez.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. A massive home run. And the Pirates walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Four-3, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. For the Nationals, 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.